In Parliament today, more than $60 billion will be invested to expand and renew the rail network over the next 10 years. It will fund the Thomson East Coast Line, Jurong Region Line and extensions to the North East and Downtown lines.
The hard lesson learned from the problems earlier faced by SMRT is that we must invest in good operations and maintenance. And this means engineering capabilities, as well as the timely renewal of old MRT and LRT lines.
All new public buses will be electric or hybrid, in line with a move towards cleaner energy by 2040. The government also encouraged taxi operators to switch to electric cabs. A trial of priority cabins will be launched on the North East Line from the end of this year. 2 centre cabins of each train located near platform lifts will be designated as priority cabins for vulnerable commuters such as seniors and wheelchair users. To tell us more about the transport updates, we have Senior Transport Correspondent Christopher Tan. Chris, the government has announced that it plans to phase out all vehicles which run solely on combustion engines by 2040. Now, there are about 900,000 combustion engine vehicles as of now. How realistic is this target?
Well, it's an aim-high target, I think. Even if everybody was convinced to switch, you will have to switch about 50,000 of them a year, on average. And that number would be bigger than some COE quarters in some years.
Yeah.
So secondly is that is the charging infrastructure ready? I mean, we are aiming for 28,000 by 2030. That's 10 years from now. I remember that it took us almost 10 years to build 1,006, right? Almost 10 years to build 1,006. That means for the next 10 years, we have to accelerate it almost by 10 times the speed, almost, right? And the thirdly is that motorbikes are not incentivized, right? They are not incentivized to switch to the new electric bikes, which are more costly. Unlike cars, they have incentives, but motorbikes, no incentives. And there are 140,000 of them. So these are the hurdles that we'll face. The ones that will switch probably would be the commercial vehicles, the light goods vehicles. The incentives for them are actually quite generous, right? And I think quite a lot of them will switch. And from an environmental point of view, I think it's a good thing because these vehicles actually clock a lot of miles, right? They clock 3 times the distance of an average car.
Yeah. Now, Chris, let's zoom in on electric motorcycles for a moment. Now, they will be governed by a tiered licensing format. Is this similar to the current licensing for conventional motorbikes today? Are there any differences?
Yeah, so currently we have 3 tiers according to CC. The first one is up to 200, second one is up to 400 CC, and then the last one is unlimited. So the new one, we use power instead of CC because electric bikes don't have an engine, right? So they used an average, kind of an average of what the 200 CCs will produce, and they put a number to that. And the same with the second tier, which is the 2A, and then the limitless one. I think some models might kind of fall outside the line. So we are told that, say, for instance, the Honda Super 4, which is a very popular 400cc bike, if they would produce an electric variant, its power is likely to be above what the 2A cutoff is. So this bike will probably fall into the limitless class 2 tier, which is actually a smaller segment of the market.
Well, thank you,
so
Chris,
you will have a couple of models here and there,
Well, thank you, Chris, for taking the time to speak with us. That was Senior Transport Correspondent Christopher Tan. Straits Times.com for the latest transport news.